Hello everybody, welcome to Wine Family Farm. I'm going to do a quick garden tour. Okay, so far so good. I had an issue, if anybody knows, I'm having major issues with, oh, now I see the major issue. Look at that. This is the first time I've caught them. I see them on there. You see those little worms? I'm going to have to put DE all over my rose bush because I have little worms all over my roses. I didn't see that till now. So I'll put DE on this tonight. I was having issues and a whole section of my roses was like dead. I'm like, what the heck is going on? This is the first time I flipped a leaf over and seen these little buggers. So definitely something's eating it. Ooh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I'm gonna rip that off. Look at that. I thought I couldn't catch it. I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe I'm overwatering or there's something going on. Here I have little teeny caterpillars eating my rose bush. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 5 of them actually. One is like little microscopic. I think I'm going to just give this to my chickens. Unreal. This makes me so mad. Okay, so my husband made me aware that DE is not going to work for caterpillars. So I'm going to put BT on it. Look at this. They've just like demolished. And I knew something was eating it. And I thought maybe it was like Japanese beetles or something like that. I haven't seen anything. And then I just flipped that over. How lucky am I to have seen what's really going on? So I'm going to come in here with some BT and just get these suckers because I don't know anything happening to this thing. It's so beautiful right here. And at first I thought I was overwatering. The leaves were turning yellow. I'm like, what is going on? But it's just being infested with bugs. So I'm going to get on it right away. I got a lot going on in here. First and foremost, this here is a volunteer. This is a Mexican sunflower. And I was so happy that it came back. I never planted them in here. It must have flew in from the wind or something, or birds. But either way, I'm happy that it's in here. Got some marigolds, and I got a little teeny sunflower over here. My columbine is still doing terrific. My flowers are still doing terrific over here. Everything's going really good. And then over here in my main flower area, I'm really excited to announce that I got my snapdragons starting to make a bud. And then I have some zinnias that are coming out as well. So that's super exciting. And my husband is watering. These plants were looking super sad. Even my borage was starting to wilt a little bit. We haven't got any rain. And though I am not worried particularly about rain, it sucks that we don't got any, but I'm not worried to death about it. It's just everything suffers because there is no rain. And I mean, you could water all you want. It's almost like I just need a soaker hose out here to just kind of just make sure everything gets a really big drink, because I just feel like it doesn't matter how much you water, stuff still kind of looks sad, and there's nothing I can do about it. All right, so My radishes are ready to harvest, and I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do it today. I might be able to. Sounds delicious. I already pulled one. Let me see. They aren't very big. Let's see. I pulled one just to see. But they aren't very big, but they look delicious. They're just like those regular radishes that you would like see in a store or something like that. They aren't anything specific. These are just like the Scarlet Globe. So I'm excited about eating these. Okay, since I've talked to you guys last, we have a couple of new additional things going on in the garden, and that we didn't have before. So I thought I would just go over that with you. So this bed is almost completely planted full. This is cucumbers and peppers. And I did some research on this, and I found out that peppers and cucumbers are great companion plants. The cucumbers give them the shade that they need, and they go well together. So that's what we did in this bed. These peppers are not your typical peppers. These are these super hots that my husband likes. And then in the center are all the cucumbers. Now, I overplanted on cucumbers. That is my MO, that is my motto, is to always overplant if you can. So that's what we did. I overplanted, and some of the trays had 2 cucumbers per pod, and so that's what we did, is we planted 2 per section here. And yeah, it's looking pretty good, and I'm pretty happy about it. All of my flowers at the beds are doing really good. All of my marigolds have completely popped up, and they're looking really, really, really well. I'm really excited about these cucumbers. These are a specific kind that I got from Johnny Seeds. They are a hybrid. I wanted to try a hybrid this year because in the past I had been so riddled with bugs, and cucumber bugs specifically. And I wanted something that would be a little more resistant to that. And so I looked up some hybrid cucumbers, and I think these are Market Moors. And they were supposed to help with the bug resistance, and I can't remember, I think powdery mildew, and there was a couple other ones that they were supposed to be really good for. So I'm excited, and I'm really hoping to get some cucumbers because we ran out of pickles. We had this really awesome pickle recipe from my great-grandmother, and it literally called for 1 onion per jar. I just thought that was absolutely ridiculous. I think maybe we did a half an onion per jar, but they were refrigerator pickles, and they were delicious. And they lasted about a year in the refrigerator, and we ran out, and they were probably the best cucumbers that we had ever had. And so I'm hoping I get a ton of cucumbers this year so we can pickle those and stuff like that. So we'll see. Hopefully we do. And yeah, so I assume that you guys all saw the video where we put the burlap over top of the cattle panel fencing here. And so far so good. And it has been in the 80s. It's been extremely hot, which it's not rare. I mean, it is June. It's just not summer yet, officially. But it's been really, really hot, and we worried about the lettuce. So we did cover it. So far, everything is looking really well, and I'll lift this up to show you. And boom, there it all is. I don't know if you saw pictures of it before, but this lettuce is amazing. And I'm really hoping that this works, because if it does, we'll be able to keep lettuce in here all summer long, and it'll work out really well. So some people did ask me if I wet this burlap, you know, and stuff like that. No, I didn't do that. I will consider doing it, but right now I just left it dry. And I just lift this up to water it. But holy crap, we're going to be eating salads, a lot of them. This is great. and some of my favorite lettuces are in here. I've never had this. What is this lettuce called again? Landis? Never had this Lantis winter lettuce before, but that other stuff over there, that is Rocky Top. But I'm sure this Landis stuff is really good. It looks really good, but I never had it before, so I'm sure it will be really, really great. Refreshing, actually. Since I had been sick, I've been craving vegetables like you wouldn't believe, so I can't wait to have some salad. It'll be great. Oh no, there's the deadly, it looks like a butterfly, but it's not. It's the cabbage moth, and it's looking to lay its eggs. I have this covered. Maybe I tricked it. And it didn't come towards the lettuce. This is our zucchini. Now, this is kind of pathetic, compared to Garden State Gardener's, zucchini patch. All like, I don't know, 70 of his, I think he planted. This is kind of pathetic, but we know how much we can consume. We know how much we can eat. And he must know a ton of people, and he just gives his away. But we only planted 3. 2 are the Black Beauty, and one of them I think is the Round Denise. And they're looking really good. They're looking really healthy as of right now. I'm still worried. I never planted zucchini or anything in this bed before, so I don't think the bug pressure is going to be really bad this year for that, but you never know. And I'm super excited to get some zucchini. It's going to be really good. All right, so I'm going to go to the back here, and I'm seeing a lot of really cool insects this year. One of them is dragonflies. They're just fabulous. Okay, there was a cabbage moth. Crap, all over my kohlrabi. Of course. Hopefully I can harvest the kohlrabi before those caterpillars take hold. This is looking absolutely fabulous, guys. This is probably a little bit less than a baseball. But look at that kohlrabi, guys. This excites me. This is probably one of my favorite vegetables next to carrots. It's just so delicious. And yeah, I can't wait. It looks absolutely delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here, take a look. This is our strawberry patch, and I need to get in here. I got some strawberries on here, if the birds haven't done me in yet. And they need watered really bad. But I need to get in here and weed some of this out, because it's not good. Weeds can sometimes choke your vegetables out. But for the most part, these are doing really good, and I'm hoping I get some strawberries. I took a class, not really a class, I watched a speaker a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about how he deters bugs from his blueberries, and how he deters bugs from strawberries and stuff like that. I'm going to paint some rocks and put them in here, and paint them red. And maybe the birds will go after that instead of the strawberries. I don't know if it works or not. But I'll be willing to try it and to see. But I hope we get some good strawberries this year. If not, I'll be picking some at the local pick place. I want to make my own strawberry jams because I know how much Fred likes it. So that'll be yummy. We're going to do some experiments this year as well. This is our asparagus bed, and companion planting is kind of what we do, or what we like to do. And asparagus really likes tomatoes. And they're a really good companion plant. So we're going to try and experiment with that theory, and we're going to put some tomatoes in this bed. This is our asparagus bed, and see how that works out. Our main crop of tomatoes is doing wonderful, guys. Absolutely wonderful. We do not water unless they tell us that it needs watered. And the way you can tell if something needs watered, if it looks sad, looks droopy, that is one way to tell. And so this stuff that's in the ground, it's fabulous. And we've had 80-degree days, and it's not even looking droopy. They're not looking droopy at all. They're looking really, really good. So I planted some nasturtium here, this in random spots, but this is freaking hilarious because this nasturtium over here is a volunteer one. It's looking sad too. Probably needs a little squirt of water, but this is a volunteer one, and it's way bigger. I mean, it's freaking huge, and that one is too. So I'm gonna have all these vines through here about midsummer with the zucchini. We probably won't be able to walk through here. It'll be kind of funny. We planted rattlesnake beans, and what were the other one?
What are you talking about?
Rattlesnake beans, and what was the other one?
Those are Hildies, rattlesnakes, and pythons.
Rattlesnakes and pythons through here, and they're looking really good as well. And this is our first time planting these, and we have these trellises here, so we're hoping that they climb up the trellis and make a really cool tunnel through here. I do have lots I need to do, and it's just going to be a lot of work. And one thing I need to do is I need to harvest this rhubarb. But not only do I need to harvest this rhubarb, I need to harvest all of my herbs. And this is spicy hot oregano, and I need to cut that back. And I also have thyme over here I need to cut back, lovage, and a few others. If you do not cut your herbs back, they will go to seed and they'll be spent, and you run the risk of them not coming back next year or dying off for the year, and you definitely don't want that to happen. And so I gotta start coming in here and cutting some of this up. Okay, so these are our peas, and God, you guys, sometimes I'm a big airhead if you haven't figured it out yet. I think I chose the wrong peas. I have no idea. These might be a bush variety. I'm really going to have to do some research on the package. Kind of irritated by it. They didn't get as near as high as I wanted. But I do have peas all over them. And this is exciting. I actually have peas in the pods. You can see them. So I do have lots of peas, just they weren't what I wanted. I wanted them to be a little bit bigger. And so, I don't know, these might be really sweet. They might be like the best peas I ever had. They're so small. So I might have misread some information or something from the Johnny Seeds website. But yeah, these are really small. But I assume that they're going to just be as good. I just wasn't expecting them. I was expecting them to get bigger. These might be a bush variety or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know if they call them bush varieties, but I believe that they're a shorter pea, like they don't get tall.
Yeah. But I do have a lot of peas on them. They might be super small, and that'll be okay too. They might just be super delicious. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to move over here to the other tomatoes that we have. Most of these are heirlooms because we love heirlooms still, and still try to grow heirloom tomatoes. We have Ponderosa, we have Kellogg's Breakfast over here as well, and we still are standing strong with the basil right next to it. No, next to these, and the basil is doing wonderful. It's actually really doing good versus the basil that I planted separately from all of this. So now I'm kind of regretting, maybe I should have planted more basil in these beds. I don't know. But basil and tomatoes definitely go good together. So that's super exciting. I haven't been out here to pick a whole lot of weeds. One, it's been really hot. And two, I was really sick and I couldn't be out here. So, but I need to get out here and pick some weeds. This is a lychee tomato, and we have been talking about this a lot. It has a lot of thorns on it, and I'm really excited to get the fruit off of this. This variety of tomato is actually kind of scary. It has spikes all over it. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's little nasty spikes all over the leaves, all over the stems. So we'll need gloves or something to pick the fruit off of it. Carrots. Oh my gosh. You guys, I have tons of carrots. We did so good this year, carrot-wise. I'm excited to see them grow, and I can't wait to get a big harvest from them. We planted eggplant. We haven't planted eggplant in about 3 years. We did it when we thought those dragon egg ones were awesome, and I think we planted those and some others. But we wanted to plant these really dark black ones that we saw, and I can't remember the name right now, but so far they're doing really, really well, and that's really good. So everything is doing really good except for the heat is just blasting everything, and have to water. All right, so our new addition, this is our new addition. We added this on in the beginning of spring, and we planted, I started watermelons and Boston Marrow, and we have Kajari and Tigger melon in here as well, and I'm super excited. Hopefully we get watermelon. It's a really hard thing to grow around here, but we planted them in the ground instead. So I can't wait to get some fruit. These are pumpkins, and they're doing absolutely wonderful. We're going to have pumpkin like all through here. These two are jack-o'-lanterns, and these are sugar pie. And then down here, we have the Boston Marrow. And everything down here is looking very, very nice. It looks sad if it doesn't get enough water. So we just got to make sure that we stay on top of that and make sure that we water everything really good. This is a small raised bed. We put lunchbox peppers, and then I put my flowers all around it. I had started so many that I just kind of threw some stuff together. And I do have some zinnias that have bloomed. So everything is looking really good, guys. I even had some volunteer borage that came back from the year before, and we've kind of left it in its place. And you can see here. Yeah, so everything is looking really nice, and I'm so glad that I saw those bugs on my rose bush. So now I can actually figure out what was going on with it. Here, it's not what I thought it was. I thought maybe I was watering too much, or if it wasn't getting enough sunlight. And here, it's just being overcome by caterpillars. So I got to figure that out. But yeah, so everything's looking really good. Everything's looking really nice. I'm going to harvest those radishes, and I'll give them a good weigh-in so we can figure out how much we got from that. And that's pretty much it. Okay. So thank you for coming along on this garden tour. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And we will see you guys all in the next live or in the next video.